going to continue with the chapter modal auxiliaries today. Okay. You have completed till exercise H. Okay. Students, just tell me your name and write the word present. Those of you who are doing the class, write in the chat box your name and write beside present. And what is today's date? Can you tell me? Okay. Write your full name, please. Oh, Indrila, what is your surname? All of you take out your books and copies. Let us begin with exercise. Okay, someone is telling I, someone is telling exercise 8, how to fill up the blanks using me, might or could. Yes, this one I think we have done already. But exercise I we are going to do. Till exercise H we have completed. I can remember. Let us continue from exercise number I. Can you hear now? Okay. So exercise I, you have to fill up the blanks using could or could have. Okay. Okay, since the first one, here they are talking of a possibility which has not happened. That's why we are going to use could have. Okay. Can you see the board, students? You can see the board, right? Okay. No, this one also will be. Okay, done exercise I. Do you have any doubts? Come to the next part. Maybe, might be, may have, might have. Rohan said Reena may be in her study. So maybe and might be, may have and might have, they have a very little distinction between them. Might is like the past form of may, but sometimes might refers to a chance which is a little less possible than when you say may. Okay, so let us start with exercise number J. Okay, what you have to do is, you have to answer the question using the clues provided. J can be a homework, it's very simple. You have to use the clues and complete the sentence. There is a message for Meena. Do you know where she is? She might be in the conference room. Okay, she might be in the conference room. Number 2, do you know why the flight was cancelled? The flight was cancelled it might be because of the damaged runway. Okay, it might be because of the damaged runway, or it may be because of the damaged runway. Yes, do it in copy. J, do it in copy. You have to frame sentences. Sometimes you can use may, sometimes you can use might. There's no strict rules about it, but might refers to a possibility in the past, may refers to a possibility in the present, but might is talking about, if they both of them are talking about the same time period, then might talks about a possibility which is less than the possibility which is conveyed by may. Okay, so try to solve it on your own. Number J. Come to next exercise number K. Exercise number K, you have to complete the sentence with must or have to or had to. Sometimes it is always possible. It is also possible that you might use either must or have to. Okay, so must is used when the speaker insists of doing something or some kind. Okay, have to or have got to is used when it is used to suggest some kind of external compulsion or some kind of a rule or the demand of a situation. Just look at the red box which is provided just before the exercise. Could we do this? Which one? Number 2, may have. Tell me the entire sentence, Oindrila. Tell me the entire sentence. Which one you are talking about? J number 2. Write the entire sentence, okay? So, the first one, she dashed carry her passport as she is going abroad. So, it talks about some kind of rule. So, you have to write, she has to carry her passport or she must carry her passport. Both are correct. Has to, as it is some kind of a rule. Must also, because probably the speaker is insisting that she carries her passport. Tell me the entire sentence, else I can't understand. Oindrila. Number 2, you, some kind of external compulsion. Okay, you have to taste the cake, it's freshly baked. Number 3, we cannot travel as she is sick. We will have to postpone the trip. Number 4, the policemen have to use water cannon demand of a situation. Number 5, my neighbor has to break open the door may have runway damage. The flight was cancelled by. Tell me the entire answer. Okay, tell me the whole sentence. May have runway damage. Runway damaged means it's the reason. The runway on which the flight is about to take off has been damaged. So probably because of that, the flight cannot take off. The answer is that the flight cannot take off because of the damage of the runway. Okay, now frame it in a proper sentence using may or might. Okay, so exercise K is done. Now suggestion, advice, duty, obligation, the two usage should and ought to. Should is used, yes, should is used when you are making a suggestion or giving an advice, and ought to is used when it's like a moral obligation for a person. Okay, ought to is used when it is a moral obligation for a person. Should is used to give suggestion or to give advice. That means you are not saying somebody like it is must. Ma'am, in number 5, can you use had to of exercise K? As he lost his keys. Had to. Yes, correct. You can use it. My neighbor had to break open the door as he lost his keys. Think of it conceptually. Who has asked the question? Roshni. See, had to means if suppose two things are happening in the past, the thing which happens in the earlier past, for that we use the perfect tense, right? And for the thing which happens in the later past, we use the simple past. Okay, now as it is written in the simple past, he lost his keys, that means he lost his keys sometime in the past. If you say had to, it becomes even earlier past. He broke the door after he lost the keys, right? So I think has to will be proper because he lost his keys, so he has to break open the door. He had to break open the door because he lost his keys is not proper, because when two things are happening in the past, the one which happens in the earlier past only uses the perfect tense and had is the perfect tense, right? So you write, it's fine, Oindrila. So Roshni, did you understand what I said? So write has to, okay? Now as I was saying, should is used to make a suggestion or to give an advice, but it is not as strong as must or have to. That means if I say you should respect the elders, I'm not saying that if you don't respect them, I'm going to put you to jail. Okay, should means an advice or a suggestion, an obligation which is given to you. And ought to is used to talk about some kind of moral obligation. Suppose if I say you ought to take care of the elderly, you ought to respect your grandparents, it is something which you should do out of moral obligation because it is good. Okay. So let us continue. Can we use must in question number 2? You must taste the cake. Yes, you can use must. You may use must rather. Sometimes we use it conversationally. Like if I say you must go to that shop, it's so lovely. We say it conversationally, okay? It's not like I'm forcing that person or something. It's like I'm insisting that the person go to the shop. So must is also proper. Come to exercise number. Okay, L also you are going to do on your own. This also makes, you have to make sentences. So I'm going to give it to you as a homework in your copy. Come to exercise M. Complete the sentences using must not, don't have to. Yes, must not and don't have to. Must not means when you are suggesting prohibition. That means you cannot do it. Something which is prohibited by law or by some kind of authority. It is absolutely You cannot do it. Okay, absolutely not to do it. And don't have to or does not have to means you don't need to do it. That is like if suppose your father is cleaning the house and cleaning the house or something, and if you go up to him and say give me the broom or give me the wipe, I will clean it. Your father say you don't need to, you can go and study. That means he is saying that there is no need for you to do this kind of work. It's not like I'm prohibiting you, but there's no need for you to do it. You can study outside. But suppose you are standing at a traffic post and you are suddenly going in the wrong direction with your bike or your car, then the policeman will tell you, you must not go on that lane. You should follow the traffic signal. Okay, you must follow the traffic signal rather, because it's like a rule. Understood? So let us start exercise number M. Tell me when the class time will get over. Number 1 will be you don't have to. Don't have to. It's not a prohibition, but there is no need to follow your role models blindly. Number 2, we must not eat. Number 3, the girl must not play outside in the sun. Tell me when the class time gets over. Is it 11 or is it 11:05? 5 past 11. Number 4, she does not have to. She doesn't have to pay the telephone bills in cash always. 11:05. Okay. Number 5. No, it will be doesn't have to. Okay, because she, third person. Number 5. We must not play loud music when the children are studying. You can also use the abbreviation and write mustn't. Okay. Come to exercise number N. Should have done something means it should have been done, but it was not done. Okay. So you have to use it. It's very easy. Already the answers are, already the words are also given. Yes, should have told. It's very easy. Do it in your book itself. Have you completed till number N? All of you have completed? Should have told. Number 2, mother should have warned. Number 3, the gardener should have told. It's very easy. I shouldn't be doing this, you do it on your own. I'm not going to do it anymore. Should have warned, I think it's written, no? Should have told. Complete it on your own. Number 4, should have taken. Number 5, should have submitted. Done? Okay. Come to exercise number O. Have we run out of time? Yeah, exercise O is also like that. As I told you, ought to requires some kind of moral obligation to do something. It means when you have a responsibility towards something. So you can just say that ought to refers to moral obligation as a human. Okay. Can, could are used to make any kind of request, whereas could, that is this one, is used when you are trying to be very polite. Could and would, if you are trying to be very polite and requesting in a very polite manner. Okay, then you can use could or would. Okay, for that we would use could. Can and will are used to make requests, but could and would are used to make requests in a very polite manner. Okay. Yes, sometimes we can use shouldn't in place of must not. When you are talking about an advice, when you are giving a suggestion to somebody, suppose if you tell your friend you shouldn't go to the, you shouldn't go outside the class without any reason. You can tell your friend that. But your teacher will tell you, you must not talk during the class. Okay, because if you do, I'm going to give you punishment or something like that. So must not means some kind of a rule, okay, and should not mean some kind of an advice or a suggestion. Understood? Exercise number O, again you have to make sentences and you have to use your imagination. So obviously you have to do it on your own. I want to see how each of you can do it, are able to do it or not. Exercise number O, homework. You have to imagine yourself in a situation which is given, which is described below, and you have to use can, could or will or would to make a request. So you have to understand, yes, you have to understand that when you have to be too polite with somebody or when you have to be simply informal. Okay. So if you are being too polite, you will give the request by using the word could and would, and if you are being informal, you will simply say can or will. Yes, what is the difference between shouldn't and mustn't? Must not is used to convey a prohibition. Prohibition means legal, almost like a legal rule. Okay, that is, you are not supposed to break the rules in school. You must not break the rules in schools. And if I say something else like this answer, we must carry our admit card to the exam hall. Suppose you are giving a big exam like a board exam. You must carry your admit card, because if you do not carry it, you will not be allowed to appear in the exam. Now, another sentence, we should carry a water bottle to the exam hall. That means it is not a rule or something, but it is like you should do it. Okay. Similarly, shouldn't and mustn't also talks about the same thing. That means when you are using must not, it means it's a prohibition. Nobody, you are not supposed to do it. Okay. And if you are saying should not, it's like I'm giving you an advice. It's like a suggestion is being made. Like we should not talk loudly to, we should not reply loudly to our parents, or we should not speak back to our teachers This is should, okay, should not. And must not means something much more stronger, something which is more prominent, okay, like a prohibition. So today I'm going to stop over here. We are going to continue this chapter and probably finish it in the next class. Do check the YouTube videos of class 8 which will be uploaded today, because something else has been taught in the other section. Catch up to it. Okay, thank you students.